Hi, I'm Doug Jones at Buyers Realty, and when a buyer buys a property, that buyer in particular wants to make sure the property is in good shape. And one of the things that I'm required to do as a realtor, whether I represent the seller or the buyer, is I'm required to do what's called an agent visual inspection. Now, I'm in California, and so I'm telling you about things in California. But I'm required to visit the home, look at every room, write comments, and look around the house, and if I see anything wrong, I make a comment. Now, I'm not an inspector, so if I see a stain on the wall and it looks like it might be a water stain, I just write, I see a stain. I don't talk about what caused that situation. So when I do this, I fill this out. Say I'm representing the seller. I fill this out. I send it to the seller to be signed. Now, the realtor on the other side also does the same thing. So the realtor is representing the buyer comes in, the realtor representing the buyer fills this out, sends it to the seller and the buyers to be signed. So you have realtors on both sides looking at the property, and you have the buyer and the seller knowing exactly what's been written down about the house. Now, that does not take the place of a property inspection. Here's a property inspection I have, and I recommend that buyers always make sure you get a property inspection. This property inspection is 28 pages, it has pictures, and it covers everything from plumbing to electricity to the walls, to the roof, to the surrounding. And there's some things we see in California almost on every inspection, and we just kind of shrug our shoulders and don't do anything about it. In California, almost every driveway is cracked, and there's going to be these little cracks. And the appraiser or the inspector will make comments about that. Every door to every kitchen that goes in the garage, it seems like they don't close automatically, and they're supposed to. So those are the kind of things that we know, we point out to the buyer and seller, but in most cases, nobody does anything about it. The buyer can request that the seller repair everything on here, some things on here, and nothing on here. And here's the thing, the seller doesn't have to do anything. Seller can say no. I'm selling as is. So this becomes a negotiation point. And because it becomes a negotiation point, that's why when we at Buyers Realty list a property, we like to have this done up front. We want to get it up front, and then we give it to the buyer before they ever make an offer. So that way it makes things really easy. But I do recommend a home inspection on every purchase, and we know that the realtor will look at every property, and I recommend as a buyer or seller that you look at what the realtor has written on the comments, because those are important, and you want to make sure that you're getting what you're paying for. So, anyway, I'm Doug Jones at Buyers Realty, and if we can help you, give us a call.